My parents are married since 30 years, maybe even a bit more, and they taught me so much about love, about relationship, and they are one of the reasons why I decided to become a dating mentor for high achieving men because I want men, and more specifically high achiever, to see what the definition of love I have seen my entire life and all the positive impact it can actually have in your life. And so few months ago I asked my mom a simple question because when we were on the phone all the time she would call me and tell me, you remember this couple divorced, you remember this couple divorced. And my parents are, so my mom is like early 50 and my dad is like 55, and their generation is getting so much divorce. And you're gonna tell me, yeah, Marie, I already did not believe in love, and now I don't believe in love anymore if you tell me that all relationship, all marriage end up into a divorce. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is that my parents are still married since 30 years, and there is something that they need to teach us about relationship, because I want you to believe in love because I saw it since I was a little kid, and I teach this to my client because I believe so strongly in love, and I have the ability to help men go from their current situation where they struggle in dating, they struggle because of filtering, because of selecting the right woman, they don't have standards, boundaries, and I truly help them to attract the one. And so I asked my mom a simple question, which was the following: how does it come that with that you are still married, you are still in a relationship, you are still together? And I'm not asking this question because I'm like, what is going on in your relationship? There's something strange. But because I'm a dating mentor, I truly wanted to have her perspective on love and the reason why their relationship, their marriage is still super healthy, and how does it come that everyone is getting into a divorce besides them. And she answered me quite frankly. She answered me by giving me two different points, two different reasons. Is that she told me first, well, it's not all the time. There's lows. It's not all the time the super happy marriage where there's only highs and everything is going amazing, because a lot of people have this image of love has to be all the time at the super high, super amazing. And this is because a lot of people will tell themselves and will confuse love and chemistry. And so they will seek this chemistry, they will seek this super happy marriage, super happy relationship, super really all the time in the highs and never even think about the low. And this is why people are seeking chemistry so much in relationship, when chemistry should literally be the last thing you should look for in a partner in a relationship. And so my mom said, okay, well, there's lows in the relationship, but whenever there's lows in a marriage, we always remind ourselves why we got together in the first place, why we said yes at the church, because I come from a Catholic family. And why? What is the reason why I am with the father, and father same was the reason why he is with my mom. And we have this tendency to always want to have amazing relationships, and we think that it has to be amazing all the time. And this is actually the reason why most relationships fail, because we only want the good and we are not willing to deal with the low moment. But the thing that you need to understand is that in order to enjoy the highs, you need to have lows, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine. There's no like a perfect relationship. It's not like what we see on social media. And I'm coming to this point right now, actually, because the second point my mom told me is we never tell ourselves that the grass is greener elsewhere. And this is an issue in our generation with social media, is that we see couples who have it all. They have the love, they have but this woman, she's doing this for her man, but this man, he's doing this for her woman. And we start to compare ourselves and we start to see what everyone else is doing. But what we need to remind ourselves, and even outside social media, what we need to remind ourselves is that people show only the best of the relationship, the best of the partner, which is completely normal. Like, we will not start to show the bad to other people. This is something we need to keep for ourselves, and this is something we need to solve with our partner, with our husband, with our wife. So it's truly at the end of the day about two things: to remind yourself why you got together in the first place. And in order to remind yourself why you got together in the first place, you need to have a strong foundation, and you need to be with the right partner. And how can you make sure that you end up with a partner? Is by, of course, having the right system. And this is what I help my client with my MATE method. But is to make sure you have the right system and that you're able to understand. First, to audit your past dating patterns, so past dating pattern, past dating relationships, that you do not make the same mistake and you do not repeat the same patterns as you did in the past. Then to understand the type of relationship you're looking for, the type of partner you're looking for, because this is literally the foundation of everything. And if you don't have this, and sure, attraction is important, you cannot be in a relationship with someone you're not genuinely attracted to, because otherwise, you'll have a really bad intimacy in the marriage, and this will lead to a lot of arguments between the two of you. But it's really about first attraction, then you should have the foundation, then emotional connection, and then the chemistry. The issue nowadays is people want to they want to have it all, and they want to rely on chemistry. Oh, but it's so magical. It's so this. Could you see yourself be with this woman on the long run? Do you have the same goals, the same vision, the same values? If not, she's out. And this is what a lot of men and women as well, but I'm coaching men. This is what a lot of men forget to do or don't understand how to do this. And if you don't understand how to do this, book a call to see if maybe we can work together, to see if you might be a right fit for my method, because I truly want to help men who want to find love, who want to find their dream partner. This is truly what I'm specialized in. But it's super, super important to have the ability to understand what you're looking for, because without this, you cannot have standards, you cannot have boundaries, you cannot filter out the wrong woman. And when I'm saying the wrong woman, it's not women who are bad, it's women who are just not made for you, for your vision of life, for your vision of the relationship. And if you cannot filter out the wrong woman, you will spend time with women who are never meant for you. Maybe you will even go into a relationship with them. Maybe you will even build something like having children with a woman who was already not made for you. And this will almost automatically lead to a divorce, which I don't want you to have. And sure, you can rebuild after a divorce. I have clients who are divorced. So you can definitely rebuild after a divorce. But the idea here is that I don't want you to waste time on the wrong woman, because your time is valuable. Your time is so, so, so valuable. And the more you spend time on women who are not made for you, the less you actually have the opportunity to spend time with women who could be a potential good partner. It's about, at the end of the day, and I talk a lot with high achievers, but it's a lot about understanding where to allocate your time to the right woman. It's simply as simple as that. But in order to do this, you need to have clarity on what you're looking for in order to have intentional action. Because if not, when there will be an argument and you will ask yourself, actually, why did I get with this woman in the first place? You will be like, I don't know. Because if the foundation is not correct, you will not know what you get together with this person. And you can tell yourself, no, but we have love. Love is not linear. Love is ups and downs. And the only thing that can really, really prevent you from getting into divorce and that will make you stay in the right relationship is to not rely on love and on chemistry, but to rely on the foundation. It's like when you build a house, you can try to improve everything in the house. If the foundation is not correct, if it was sand and it has not been built properly, it will collapse all the time. And you will try to rebuild the house all the time. All the time it will be a different woman. You will try to rebuild. But if the foundation is not correct, the house will not stay. And you can build the most beautiful house. If the foundation is alright, she will just collapse. Like your future relationship, if you do not listen to my advice. So the foundation is so important, and also really important to not compare yourself to others through the lens of social media or through others, like a relationship you have in your life, like couples, because they will never show you everything. You will always see the good but never the bad. And the only thing you can compare your relationship to, the only thing you can compare your relationship to is your last relationship, your last dating experience, to see if you have improved. If now you have standards, if now you have boundaries, but to truly not compare to other people, and to not compare to what you see on social media or what you see in other relationships, because I can promise you one thing. The people who are the same age range as my parents, and who got into divorce, from the outside, the best couples, the best relationship with children, happy from the outside, is a perfect marriage. From the outside is a perfect marriage, the perfect couple. They are together since so long, they're married, they have children. Yet everything collapsed in such a short amount of time, and everyone is wondering what happened. When this could have been prevented if the foundation was maybe a bit better, even though here the foundation was not the biggest issue, but if they did not started to look at what everyone else has. Because if you start to look always at what other people have, you will always feel like you're behind, like you're missing something, when you probably have an amazing woman by your side. And sometimes a relationship, and actually quite often a relationship, I had a friend of mine, he wanted to divorce his wife, and I asked him a simple question. I was like, okay, you want a divorce, and you feel like there's everything is wrong about this relationship. She's not the woman of your dream anymore, and you're sick of it. And ask yourself, based on what you always wanted in a woman in a relationship, at how many percentage does she kind of fill the job description? And it was 90%. And this is not the topic, but this is also what I've seen with men who cheat on their wife, is they only see what is missing in the relationship, in the marriage. And they think, so their wife is like 90% of what they have ever looked for. And one time, and they focus on this as if it was everything is wrong. And one day they meet a woman who has the 10% missing. And in their mind, it goes like, wow, she has it all. And they cheat on their wife, maybe they leave the woman, and they go into this relationship, and then they realize she only has 10%. She only has 10%. And this is what happens when you focus only on what is missing, what is lacking. And this is truly what is happening when you see social media, when you start to compare yourself to other couples. You see what others have, and you see what is lacking in your relationship. And you start to become envious, and you will start to look for what is lacking, when your relationship might have already been really, really amazing. So this was a bit out of topic, but it was really important for me to make this video, because I have a lot of questions. People who ask me why I started Dating by Marie, why I started to help high achievers. And my parents are literally one of the reasons why I started. It's not everything, of course, but it's one of the pillars of why I started Dating by Marie. It's truly this vision of love, and this healthy love, and this healthy marriage I have seen my entire life, and the impact it can have on the long run as well, because I'm not helping men to have casual things. I'm not helping men to have a 3 month relationship. I am helping high achievers to attract and keep their future wife, the woman they will have by their side on the long run, the woman they will have children with if they don't have children yet and this is one of their goals. It's not just about a fling, and I need everyone to understand this. This is literally my mission with Dating by Marie. It's not just about creating couples like this. It's about creating relationship that lasts on the long run. And when I say long run, is till the end. So yes, if this is a type of relationship you're looking for, and you feel that you're struggling right now and you resonate with my message and with my mission and how I function, I highly suggest you to book a call to see if we could be a right fit to work together using my MATE method to truly get you to have your future wife.